Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to a little bit of a guide that I've thought I would make a quick video about. It's been a couple months since the last one. But basically this is a guide on ROTE, and what's really interesting is I wanted to frame this as like maximum 100% efficiency wise. If you're in a guild that's under 300 mil, right about 300 mil. So that's around 280, 275 to like 295, 300. Then I wanted to share with you my guild strategy on ROTE and how we can get 22 or even 23 stars as a guild that's less than 300 million GP, which most guilds out there at 350 million GP are not even able to get 22 or 23 stars. So it is actually quite nice, and the strategy that was thought of about that my guild came up with is very smart and very well done. And I just wanted to share it because I really do appreciate all the work that the officers have done to figure out this strategy. And first of all, for the strategy to work, you need 100% participation from all 50 members. You need 50 members, you need 100% participation for platooning and for deploying. And do as many missions as you can. Obviously, most people aren't going to be able to do a bunch of them because they're very difficult. But that's okay. As long as everyone tries their best, missions-wise, it'll be good. So I didn't record phase 1, but I can go through it really quickly. So in phase 1, the goal was to 3-star this, right? So in phase 1, you're 3-starring Coruscant. I always ended up doing one of these missions right here. I can finish this mission with my Relegate Padme team, no problem. Always get 2 out of 2, no issue. Don't even lose a single member. And I'm also able to do a mission with my bounty hunters. I get 1 out of 2 over here. So far in phase 1, those are the only 2 missions that I am able to do. Sometimes I'm able to do the fleet mission here, but it doesn't work out for me always. So that's what I can do personally. But strategy-wise for phase 1 is 3 stars on Coruscant, which means you're deploying a lot of your GP here. And then on both of these, on Corellia and on Mustafar, you are basically doing a preload. So you're getting it really close to that 116 without hitting 116 and 112 here. That way, the next phase, you can already have that GP preloaded and you can finish it off and get 3 stars on it. So, oh, and especially for these two, the dark side and middle, there's a trick where if you have like around 280 million GP, you don't need to finish all the platoons in the first phase. You don't want to, because each platoon finish gives you 10 million points, and you want to save those extra platoons, at least a couple of them, for phase 2, so you can get these 3 stars faster here, and then you can preload Braca. So that really is the trick. Phase 1, preload those 2 and 3-star Coruscant. Phase 2, 3-star both Corellia and Mustafar. And preload Braca. That's the plan. I'm going to quickly go through some battles I'm going to try out. And then I'll meet you guys back at phase 3 tomorrow. Let's do the one on the left, just because more people have finished that. Padme, Anakin, Ahsoka. That's my layout. Alright, let's get it. Let's redeem ourselves here. I know I've gone 1 out of 2 on these before. It's been a couple months, because my previous guild before I left them switched back to Geo and Han for a while because we had some problems. This is a new guild here for our first RT. For my first RT in this guild. So it's been a couple months since I've actually done these. I think these are the danger, but that's danger as well. Let's just take care of that. Okay, yeah, they're gonna have the lives thing. Okay, so he just respawns. It's not like anything else. That's good to know. Yeah, just get these purge troopers out as fast as possible. Okay, now they're out of lives. That's unfortunate. They're gonna make me waste all my courage. That really is unfortunate. Should everyone heal up with people courage rolling? Okay, one purge is gone. Man, but these guys hit hard. That's a relic 9, Kenobi and a relic 9 will do that. They're just mowing through right now like it's nothing. Get rid of that purge. Then the recon is next. Let's take care of him. Let's take care of him. Nice. So I got one out too. 5 stacks as well. I'm like, man, these guys are rough. This is a rough. I know there's some teams that are mechanically better at this, like they'll disable to turn your game. Yeah, they're just mowing through. They're just mowing through. Fair enough. That's one way to get rid of them. That's one. Let's try that. Something another. That's unfortunate. R9. Kenobi's gone. All I have is one duo, which is overstated. Thank you, Kenobi. I'm not saying it's impossible to do this 2 out of 2 with Padme, but it's very difficult. Man. Heavy RNG. Man, yeah, that's heavy RNG. Let's bounty hunter this. Let's bounty hunter this, and let's see what we can do. So let's do, what are we doing? Oh, with Fett. Bounty hunters. And I'm able to always get 1 out of 2 on these guys. I have not been able to get 2 out of 2. I'm getting all of these bounty hunters to R7, right now 2 of the 5 are R7, the other 3 are R5. I don't think that's good enough to make a difference in getting 2 out of 2 here, but I guess I'll find out soon enough, right? Because I'm multi-2. I'm gonna take out, yeah, why not? I should have took out Stormtrooper on the Widened. That one's on me. I just hammer it on Stormtrooper right there. Sorry for my voice, I just inhaled a feather around an hour ago, accidentally. And it's not been fun. Since the kill one of these. I'm gonna cool down back. I'm gonna be fully prepped for next phase. That's the next shot. I've come close before, but it's never been close enough, unfortunately. Just gonna basic for now. I want to save all my good abilities for next. Got my insta-kill at the ready. Commando. So, let's see. I can never figure out who's the most dangerous here. I usually go for Scout Trooper first. Is it Imperial Officer, or these guys? These guys can hit hard. These. So, I never know, to be honest. I never really know. I want to save. Let's get rid of that healing immunity. Let's get rid of Stormtrooper, he's a tank. Let's not mess around. I could have maybe done it. I don't know. I really don't know who there is the most dangerous. I've never been in this battle before, so I really don't know. I'm gonna try to go for recon. I think I'm gonna go for recon this time. See, he's dangerous. I can't stun him yet. He's dangerous too. I really don't know who to go for here. I'm gonna insta-kill him. So far, this is my best one I've ever done. Usually I lose at least one guy by now. I've never beaten this before, so if I somehow pull this off, this is my first time getting 2 out of 2 with bounty hunters here, which would be quite nice actually. Yeah, these guys are gonna start hitting trucks, man. The next person I'm getting out is TIE Fighter, I think. Maybe the commander. See, I don't know. I really don't know. I think I got lucky there because I got rid of that healing immunity right as I got it. I think that's what helped me. The healing immunity. I'm gonna get rid of him. I don't know why. He just has so much protection, I think. Wow, this might actually happen. I've never ever beaten this. With bounty hunters 2 out of 2 before. Wow. No, maybe once they're all R7, it'll be a little less RNG heavy, and it might be possible every time. Wow. I'm proud of that. Bounty hunters 2 out of 2. Let's go. Damn. Alright. Let's get it. Yeah, I love my new guild. It's a highly competitive, so every person needs to deploy, every person needs to do their stuff, do their platoons, and if they don't, you get a strike. You get multiple strikes, you're out. That's it. You hold each other accountable. There are no slackers here. And I like that. I like that because it allows, the people that actually do try, all get together and you actually can do some really cool stuff under 300 million GP and 22, 23 stars even, That's unheard of in most guilds. Even guilds 350 million, they don't get that many stars. And that's just because they have slackers that don't do their stuff. So I'm really happy with this new guild I'm in. And I think we'll do some great things together, hopefully. That is all I can do, pretty much. I tried missions of my dark side, with my Grievous yesterday here. It did not work out. I was not able to pull it off. So I think that's probably going to call it here for phase 2. I'm going to deploy all my stuff in a second. But, you know, just for the heck of it, let's try. Let's try Grievous, you know? Just do basic there. I want to save that for phase 2. Let's do that once. Try to heal him up a bit. Alright. We're going against Geos, guys. I've never gone this far before. I'm learning as I go. Let's try to stun him. He's the danger. He's going to keep summoning Brew. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. Gotta be honest here. I don't know about this one, boys. I really don't. I don't have anything there. I gotta get him out, maybe? That's kind of stupid. I should have. He can't be stunned, apparently. Man, yeah, I know. Tried. But that's okay, man. 1 out of 2, that's a new record for me. I've never been able to do one of these in the dark side court and Mustafar. So I'll take that, man. I will take that. So let's see where I need to deploy that. Let's see. Here, you know, deploy cap is 220 for us right now. So these guys are pretty close to it. Especially with a bunch more people wanting to do missions. I think it's safe to say this one is more of where I want to deploy, because yeah, we have not hit the deploy cap here anywhere near what we want to be hitting. So alright, let's deploy in there. Let's go. There we go, boys. Yep. Yeah, it's all about the platoons, guys. You gotta get all these platoons done. Like, this phase, all this is gonna, those platoons will be done, you know. Yeah. And again, I'm probably not the best person to explain the strategy to you, because I'm not the one that created it. But I kind of wanted to do a video of me doing ROTE, and, well, I might as well for any guild, because, you know, I used to be a guild officer in my previous guild. And, you know, maybe there are some guild officers wondering, you know, if I would like to get around 21, 22 stars, 20, you know, even 23, with a guild that's under 300 million, how do I do it? Well, really what it comes down to is platoons and everyone participating. That's the main thing. You've got to have in the last phase, there wasn't a single person that didn't deploy or do any platoons. All 50 members, all of them did. And I'm going to be honest, out of all the guilds I've been in, this is the first guild I've ever had that happen consistently, where consistently everyone deploys and everyone participates in everything. In my previous semi-competitive guild, there were times that everyone participated, but there were also times that everyone didn't participate. Because this or that or this or that. This is actually the first time I've been in a guild where it's like really, really well enforced. Where it doesn't matter, you know, if you're a really high GP player, if you don't participate, you know, you get kicked. You know, in smaller guilds, there tends to be this thing that happens that your guild doesn't want, there's usually 1 or 2 players that are like really high GP, maybe like, you know, 11, 12 million, and some guilds give them slack, you know, they don't enforce the tickets on them, they don't enforce other things on them, because, you know, those players usually have a lot of GLs and are very useful in different areas of the game. But that's really unfair to the smaller GP players that are it is being enforced upon. So, you know, that's the thing most guilds have problems with, is you have a few players that are higher end, and they get slack given to them because they have higher GP and better tunes. But what I really like about my current guild that's really amazing about them is they don't care. They don't care how high or good of a GP account you have. If you don't do your fair share, you get booted. And no ifs, ands, or buts. And that's the kind of mentality that you need to be able to do cool stuff like 23 stars under 300 million GP. So yeah, that's all for then, and I'll see you guys in Phase 3. Peace out. Hello everyone, and welcome back. We're in Phase 3 now, with around 10 hours to go. I've done my platoons earlier on in the phase. And yeah, we're back here in the guide on how to get possibly 22 to 23 stars in a guild that's less than 300 million. And Phase 2 went just as planned. We got 3 stars on both the neutral system Corellia and Mustafar. And now in Phase 3, the plan is to get Braca to 3-star and preload both Felucia and Geonosis. That way, in the next phase, we can get those to 3 stars. So, yeah, that's the plan for Phase 3. And of course, all platoons must be done. Actually, what's really interesting is... I already said that last phase, yes. Yeah, but actually, last phase, a trick to this one is for Braca. Last phase, what we did is we had enough GP where we didn't have to hit 3 of the platoons. We saved 3 of the platoons and hit them this time around after the 1-star. That way, we have more GP we can preload into these 2 planets. So that's a little bit of trick right there you can use. So now let's see what missions I can get done really quickly, and then I'm gonna deploy into Felucia, as this one is practically done. My piloting, right? All right. That's not the correct answer. Whoops. I accidentally pressed something there. Here we go. Mando's just hanging out here. I got into Relic 7 yesterday, actually. I'm getting all my bounty hunters star 7. I'm now 3 out of the 5 at R7, so that's nice. Alright. Let's try this mission out. Let's see how we do. Yeah, this is heavy RNG. Heavy RNG. I'm tempted to try. I'm tempted to try that ability there. Okay, okay, no. Okay. These guys hit like trucks, man. I'm telling you. These guys hit like trucks. As long as they have 5 lives, if they didn't have the extra 5 lives, I'll probably be able to pull this off. No problem, but... yeah, man, I'm out of... yeah, man, damn, these guys just hit like trucks. I'm gonna try to kill the here. It's more dangerous. Interesting. Wait, they got my Kenobi. Actually, yeah, let's do a little bit. Alright. So we got 1 out of 2, but yeah, it's heavy iron. This is a perfectly modded R8, having a team with 2 R9s, with the best 2 Galactic Republic tanks in the entire GLs. So, what does this do? Is this really that good? Defense down. Interesting enough, this second sister doesn't have 4 lives, so I think I should go for the second sister. That's a smart thing to do. Second sister. As fast as possible. Yes, that's what we wanted. Perfect. Down here. And they just hit like trucks. They just hit like trucks. There's not much you can do. They hit. And they just hit now. Damage. Sometimes I feel like it requires a really OP like GL level team. Here's the thing though. All my bounty hunters are not R7. Yeah, this is what I meant. My bounty hunters are not all R7. In fact, none of my dark side teams are all R7 either. This is pretty much the best I'm gonna get. Yeah, Boss, Commando, Wampa, Grievous. It's gonna be a weird team, I'll tell you, but this is all I can give you right now. Let's try it. I mean, if we can get 1 phase done, that's an extra 100k. It might not seem like a lot, but quite sizable. Right here. And you might think that's not a lot, but it adds up. And that is the trick. If you're at lower, if you're, want to push up, if you want to push up, go to the guild to get the crazy rewards. You have to really maximize, min-max everything. So, yeah, everyone, experiment, have everyone in your guild experiment with different. That's okay. I'm still trying, experiment with teams, trying to get them to higher levels, to help out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Listen, if I did something. I think
bounty hunters might be able to do this once I get them all to R7. I'm gonna be honest. At least this first phase, I think bounty hunters can pull this off. Like, I'm really proud of these guys. Who's the tank here? I don't know who the tank is. He seems to be the tank. The bruiser. I'm gonna keep going for this fucking damage dealer. I haven't been able to get it. These guys just have really high AoEs. Man, yeah, I don't know. Man, this is going way better than I thought it would. Wow. I think I'm gonna try to insta-kill the leader, and I'm gonna maybe try to damage the... I don't know which of these guys is worse. Just try to go for the sapphire. Yeah, it seems to be doing a lot of damage. Yeah, the Saboteur is doing a lot of damage there. Okay, yeah, but Saboteur. Insta-kill the leader. Nice, nice, nice. And, you know, this is weird. I'm supporting it. Don't get me wrong, they could still wipe me out if they do want to. But I definitely think once all 7, they'll be able to get 1 out of 2 here, and 2 out of 2 on that first. They'll get more consistent than 2 out of 2 on the first one down below in phase 1. So, this is really cool. And the tools we have on work here. So I am really impressed with them. They're not like crazy. Nice. I am incredibly proud of them. Phase 2, so I'm just gonna use this to kill her. We're gonna go guys, and I'm totally cool with that. On was cool. Whenever I'm playing this game, I'll kind of just this character from Cohen. But man, this guy is tanky, I will say. Now, you know what? I'm gonna insta-kill again. And I'm gonna try to go for one of these damage dealers. I'm gonna go for the Saboteur. I'm gonna go in. That's cool, man. We got 125k points, and in the future, once I have them all R7, that is gonna be a 250k, I think, 2 out of 2. That's gonna be really nice. The sleep mission here. I know I can't do the light side one. This one might be easier than I don't know. Let's see what I can pull off. So I'll do, actually, I'm gonna use anything here. In that case, I'm gonna use my best fleet, offensive powerhouse. And let's see if we can get it done. This is my best fleet so far that I use in fleet arena. Let's see now. These fleet missions are rough, man. They're rough. I can dispel the taunt. Nice, nice. See, I never knew who to go against. Titan has Imperial TIE Fighter. See, I never knew who to go against. I'm thinking probably Vader, right? Probably. I know it. I go for it because he always dodges, yeah. Because he's literally always dodging. Let's get some. He gets revived. My inner mind was telling me not to do that, and I kind of forgot because it's been probably many months since I tried that. I kind of forgot why my inner mind was telling me don't do that. So I could keep my... Yeah, let's keep my... Any ultimate before you. I'm greatly impaired. Okay, Chance here, guys. Chance. Alright. Oh, that was insta-kill. Let's get rid of those. Going for this. Going for this. So we can do the middle mission. Wow. 500,000 points, guys. Hell yes. And I didn't even think I would be able to do that. But you know, that's why you try. Wow. Alright. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna see you over in phase 4. And yeah, we're gonna cut to that. I'm just gonna quickly deploy into here. And yeah, we're good to go. Alright. See you guys, phase 4. Hello everyone. We're back here in phase 4, and this will be a quick one. I'm just gonna quickly record this for the part in the video. So here's what we ended up doing. Phase 3, we ended up getting 3 stars in here. We preloaded Felucia, and we started the preload on Geonosis. What we're doing now is we're going to be 3-starring Felucia, this phase 4. Preloading Geonosis and preloading Kashyyyk. And yeah, we'll see what we do phase 5. Originally I thought that we were going to be 3-starring both Geonosis and Kashyyyk this round, but I guess I didn't do the math properly on the preloads, but that's good.
It's actually going to be quite interesting to see how we get these 23 stars, 22, 23 stars. I'm learning as I go, guys. That's... Man, bad RNG today, man. Bad RNG, but what can you do? Alright, that'll be that then. And that's that. That's it for this phase. We're gonna get that 3-star. And yeah, we're gonna... This is pretty much finished preloading. It's gonna slowly preload that. Preload this. And GP wise, we got around 150, so we got like 100 million we can dump into here. That's gonna be well on its way to being preloaded. Yeah. Alright. That's it for this phase. See you guys next time. Peace. Hello everyone, and welcome to phase 5. So this phase 5, plan is to get Geonosis to 3-star. Finish preloading Kashyyyk. Keeping at least 4 platoons for when we want a 3-star. And preloading Tatooine as much as possible. Because the plan is to get 3 stars here. And in phase 6, get 3 stars here. Which will bring us to 21 stars. And then get at least 1 star here, if not 2, for that really nice 23 stars. So we'll see what happens, but that is the plan right there. Quickly, let's see what we can do. I can't do anything here. Here I can try, really quickly, I can try the Padme mission. Let's try the Padme mission, see what happens. Alright, let's see what we got. Would be nice if we could do some things, we'll see. Okay, these are clones, of course. Yeah, that's a Relic 9 Canadian horse. I think this one, on Kashyyyk, the Lightsaber mission is easier than the one on the right side planet below it. So, yeah, that's interesting. I wouldn't think that would be true, but, you know, at least the first phase is going to Margine. So Margine is the danger. Let's try to take her out. Okay. Yeah, these guys, I'm telling you, these guys, they are tanky. Their defense is just crazy. I think her troopers are all these mostly. And so many of these recon guys. Man. Yeah, Kashyyyk Lightsaber mission is for sure 100% easier. For sure 100% easier than the light side planet below it, which is quite funny. Actually, that's I would think every planet tier gets harder and harder, but I guess not. I think it just depends on the planet. Is there any ship stuff I can do here? I mean, that's just more job. Relic 7, yeah, I mean, I can try. I can try to pull something off. Here, this is Executor, so I can't do anything here. So really the only thing, and I'm working towards this, by the way, guys. By April of next year, I need to have Bo-Katan Mandalore done. That's a guild goal of ours. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. I mean, it might be easier than the planet below it. If it is, maybe we have a chance. Kashyyyk was easier than the planet below it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, these guys hit like trucks. But what's interesting is they are being affected more by Wampus thing. Yeah, maybe I can get one phase through if I can get Mandos and stuff. It's quite freaking me out. There goes Grievous. We found his droid team. He isn't very good. I'm getting tons of them. Yeah, just go down. I don't know what else to tell you. Nice. All right, man. These tier 3 planets seem easier than the tier 2 planets. I am quite surprised. Yeah, surprised. I would say would be the word for it. I don't know what causes the damage over time. First I thought it was one, but it's not. It's something ridiculous. That'd be case, it'd be amazing if I could pull off getting this guy. Like 3 down hunters so far. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but I definitely feel that this. I definitely feel that this. I definitely feel that this. What's it called? This mission. These tier 3 planets, the missions, at least the 2 I've tried, are easier than the tier 2 planets, which is quite wild to me. But yeah.
These tier 3 planets, the missions, at least the 2 I've tried, are easier than the tier 2 planets, which is quite wild to me. But yeah. And I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, that's what it feels like. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Wow. Another 2 out of 2. That's insane. I mean, that's a beautiful phase 5, I will say. That is a beautiful phase 5. For some reason, these tier 3 planets are way easier mission-wise than any of these tier 2 planets. Very interesting. That is interesting, guys. Very interesting. Maybe these missions just work better for my team. I don't know. I don't know how they do these things, but very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'm gonna quickly deploy it here. And I'm gonna call it a day because I gotta get to bed. Alright, let's deploy into here. And that'll be that. Alright. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Hello everyone. We are back on the 6th and final phase of this ROTE. And we are going just swell. Phase 5, we got 3 stars in Geonosis, which is really, really good. And now the goal is 3-star this. We preload this pretty well. We're 3-starring this phase 6, and we preloaded Tatooine last phase 5. So now we easily were able to get 1 star with combats. And the hope is after this is 3-star, we can push and get this to 2-star, and that will be a new star record for my new guild with the increase from 22 to 23, and it'll be my high score record ever on stars as well. Yeah, this is just a really cool strategy, and that's why I'm making this video. And I also wanted to show you guys the progress, what I'm doing ROTE wise, what platoons I can offer, and then what missions I can do so far. My count is technically a year old this month if you count when I started before I got to level 85, because I didn't get the hyperdrive bundle till level 80. So pretty much the first 2 months were, dedicated to get to level 85, 2-something months. So I know it's technically year anniversary for me in October for this game, but I'm counting that in December, really, because I really started to work on, actual stuff, the game really starts after level 85. So even though technically the anniversary for me is this month, I'm counting a year of playtime. Basically Christmas time is what I'm going to do, because it's exactly 2 months from October, and that's literally around the time where I really started playing after level 85, once I got to level 85. So, being around a year old, this is how I can perform in ROTE. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I can do at least a couple missions, and I've only been playing for a year, and I have some high relic tunes that can help in these planets, even these tier 3 planets. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm glad I can, help out as much as I can, and I'm looking forward to growing with the guild, and I'm trying to do better and better each time. Primary focus for next year, after I finish my current farms relic-wise, is I am going to be going for this mission right here. Zepho. Sorry, not Zepho. Bo-Katan, Mandalore. You need Bo-Katan Mandalore Relic 7 as well as all her requirements Relic 7 for this. So it is going to be a bit of a grind, especially since, you know, these are newer characters, require a lot of Kairos, but I am excited and willing to get it done because, first of all, it's a really good team. It's, I would say, similar power level wise to Starkiller because it can take out Lord Vader. And it is a newer character, so it's stronger than a lot of other teams that aren't GLs. And it will be very useful for this because it will unlock Mandalore. And the nice thing about Mandalore is every time we're going to be able to get 50 of each Cairo. So since soon we're going to be full-time ROTE, that means we're going to be getting 200 Cairo a month, 100 of each a month, just from Mandalore, which that's a huge boost in income for everyone. So that's why the whole guild is going really hard on making sure half of us go for Bo-Katan Mandalore, the other half go for Reva. So it's going to be really nice. I went for Bo-Katan Mandalore because Reva is just too far out of my reach right now to be. It is just way outside of, you know, my planned farming path. Bo-Katan Mandalore, one rec goes towards JMK, and it goes on her team, but it isn't a rec for her team. It is the normal Bo-Katan Kreese at Relic 7. That's a requirement for JMK, so it's actually perfect. You know, you could say it fits in my farming plan for JMK. So definitely going for Bo-Katan Mandalore, especially since I was already planning on Relic 7ing my raid team and then getting Kelleran Beck to Relic 7 with his Omicron. So the path works for me. But yeah, let's quickly get this last phase done. So far platoons-wise, we're only able to get 2 out of 6 platoons here. Eventually, when we can get 6 out of 6, it'll make this a lot easier and maybe a 3-star possible. I don't know. But for right now, 2 out of 6 is all we can do there. Here, platoons-wise, we're just waiting on an Ewok, Relic 7. Someone has it. So yeah, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do both my missions that I can do, that I proved I could do last time. And then I'm probably deploying into here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be deploying into here. But just so you guys know numbers-wise, right now, you know, we're about 120 mil, you could say, right? You could say 120 with combats and everything. 120 million GP away from 3-starring this. Okay? 120 mil. So if you look at undeployed GP, 120 mil, that means we have another 120 mil to put into here. That would be 320. So yeah, we have enough GP with the way we've been stacking pre-deploys and preloads and everything in platoons. We actually have enough GP. If everyone, you know, deploys and does some missions, we have enough GP to get the 2nd star, which is amazing. And then once eventually these are done, that'll be another like 45, I don't know, around 50 mil you could add to that. So that means we're going to be somewhat close to that 3rd star too. But I think that's just going to take a little bit more GP, probably, most likely, like a little more GP. We'll see. We'll see. I'm really excited. Really excited to, yeah. I mean, this is amazing for an under 300 million GP guild. This is fantastic. Fantastic coordination, fantastic teamwork, and everything to get these such, you know, high stars and these really cool rewards. So, without further ado, let's get it. Is actually doing quite well in this mission as a filler. Okay. There's 2 out of 2, and that's pretty much all I can do. I can't do the I can't even do this one, yeah. So that's it. That's it. That is all I can do in any of these. So now I'm just deploying, guys. And I think what I'll try to do is if we manage to get the stars down we want, I'm going to just do my outro then. I'm going to cut back and do my outro then. And yeah, Alright, see you guys in the outro. After I get this deployed. Yep. Alright. See you guys in the outro. Peace. Hello everyone. I just wanted to record this bit. I think I'm going to add this to the video of the under 300 million GP most stars you can get world record GP wise. So this is literally the next ROTE we did. So we did our last Geonosis after that ROTE, and this is the next ROTE. And we have grown a bit since then. We're at 325 million GP, and we have hit 25 stars. And I wanted to add this to the end of that video as kind of like a fun thing to add at the end, because if you think about it, and we just looked at the data, the world record for the lowest GP to get 25 stars was 337 million. And we did it in 325 million, which means we now have the world record for least amount of GP at 25 stars, which is 325 million. And just so you know, the average GP for a guild that gets 25 stars is 396 million GP. So this is how much you can push up. This is how much you can push up. And this phase, there's a couple, we have a little bit extra, so we don't really need, I don't know if they're going to deploy or not. But in previous phases, look at this. And this one we were maxed out, we couldn't do any more. But every phase, everything is really well managed. Everyone's doing as many combats as they can. Everyone's deploying if they need to. Everyone's doing platoons. We have done every single platoon. I got Luminara to R7 specifically, and a couple of people, other people got R7s as well. So we could get all the 6 platoons down here. We have all the platoons down here. I got Grief to R7 to make this quicker and easier. And then we've been able to get 4 of these done here. And that helped us get that 1 star. So yeah, all it really does and requires is really good management and everyone in the guild participating. And it is just amazing. And I wasn't here for this, but I guess I do need to do a shout out here. So Dogs with Lightsabers is my guild, and they actually hold the world record for lowest amount of GP for 15 stars, 16 stars, 17 stars, 18 stars, 19 stars, 20 stars, 21 stars, 22 stars, 23 stars, which you've seen in the beginning of this video, and now 25 stars, and I guess technically 24 even though we've gone 25. Yeah, so really impressed with that, and I'm really excited. It's really exciting when you're pushing for something and everyone's pushing with you, and you see noticeable change every single time on different aspects of the game, not just RT, but raid, but TW, everything. It's really fun when everyone is working together and putting in work. That's when you see real change. I think that's a big problem with most guilds, is you have like a core 20 or so people that try really hard, and then the other people are just, they're just laying back, they're not doing their part. What's amazing about this guild that I'm in right now is every single person is doing their part, and I think that's what's amazing and makes it super fun for everyone, and makes people want to invest more into their guild and help out more because they know everyone else is doing the same thing, and you see noticeable results. And yeah, I was thinking, I'm not gonna do a separate video for this because obviously I didn't record, but I was like, you know what, this is really cool. It's a cool achievement. I'm gonna add it to the end of that video, and because I haven't edited it yet. I'm so behind, but yeah. All right, peace out, guys. See you later.